Let's talk about the reality of the manufacturing floor. You know the drill, the same motions, the same tasks, hour after hour, and it's physically demanding. It's a grind, right? And honestly, it leads to boredom and fatigue faster than you might think. Hey everyone, Melvyn C.C. Valenzuela here. I've spent years working with businesses, and I've seen firsthand how that repetitive work and physical strain can really wear down a team, especially in manufacturing. You've got hardworking folks, but they're feeling the monotony, and it's costing you good employees and impacting your production line. Think about it. When your team is bored and exhausted, they're not fully present. They're making mistakes, they're losing focus, and frankly, they're not excited to come to work. Now you might be thinking, Melvyn, that's just manufacturing. It's the nature of the job. And while some repetition is unavoidable, you can definitely make it better. That's where the retention edge comes in. It's not about reinventing the assembly line. It's about making the work more engaging and sustainable. Let me give you a real-world example. I worked with a manufacturing plant that was seeing a huge spike in turnover. They were losing experienced workers left and right, and it was seriously hurting their output. We started by looking at a few things. First, we focused on job enrichment. We implemented a system where workers could rotate between different stations. So instead of doing the same thing all day, they'd switch tasks every few hours. We also introduced team-based problem solving, where workers could contribute ideas for improving the process. Second, we tackled work-life balance. We made sure they were taking proper breaks, and we introduced some stretching exercises to combat fatigue. We also worked on making schedules more predictable, so they could plan their lives outside of work. Third, we really beefed up safety training. We brought in experts to show them the best ergonomic practices, and we made sure everyone knew how to use the safety equipment properly. We also held regular safety meetings to get their feedback and address any concerns. The result? Turnover dropped dramatically. Workers were more engaged, they felt better physically, and they were more focused. It wasn't about some magic solution. It was about making small, practical changes that made a big difference. The retention edge gives you the tools to do this. It walks you through job enrichment, work-life balance, and safety programs. It's about creating a work environment where people feel valued and safe. You can find The Retention Edge on Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and at your local library. It's a practical guide to building a team that stays and thrives. Stop letting boredom and fatigue drain your team. Invest in their well-being. Get The Retention Edge and build a manufacturing team that's ready to produce with pride. Because at the end of the day, a happy, healthy, and safe team is a productive and successful team.